Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you yet again with another weekly episode, and of course I've got some cool stuff to show you. I'm overloaded, I really am. There's like piles and piles of stuff. I got Kyosho back here, I've got some weird Chinese brand stuff back here, I got some Hot Wheels and stuff, some weird brand stuff over here. Don't have time to show all that today, so we're going to go with the stuff I have in front of me. But some pretty cool stuff nonetheless. But a lot of cool stuff to come for sure. All right, starting with some Mini GT. We got those. This guy right here. We got this Lamborghini. So I've actually got two that look very, very similar. They're both Huracan GT3 Evos, right? Yeah. So one of them's a number 88 car from 2022 Super GT series. Well, they're both from 2022 Super GT series. So they released these two cars pretty much at the same time, Mini GT did, and they're very, very similar looking. I picked up both of them. So we're going to open up those and take a look at it. So this is from the Autobox Super GT 2022 series, Racing Lamborghinis. That's pretty awesome. So we'll take a look at those. I've got some Auto World to look at today. Some older, not really older, I guess exclusives from last year. I got a Diecast Z Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat in Golf livery. And then I've got a same thing, a Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. This is a Mio exclusive and like a Mopar livery in red. So we're going to take a look at both of those. And then I've got the new Mecum auctions set. So 3-car set of these. There are Ultra Reds of these. I don't have any of the Ultra Reds yet. These are limited to 2,496 pieces each, so a fairly limited Auto World release. I believe you can get these right from AutoWorldStore.com or your favorite hobby dealer. These are not going to show up in stores. But we got the Mach 1 Mustang, the my favorite one, the Dodge Challenger RT. That's such a sweet color for that Challenger. And then this Dodge Challenger SRT Demon right here. So they've got this Mecum license now, which I think prior Greenlight had the Mecum license. I don't know, maybe they both do. I'm not sure. But Greenlight has come out with Mecum auction cars back in the day, and they've also done Barrett-Jackson. I don't know. So we may see more Mecum releases in the future. Kind of a cool theme for Auto World to do that. So I'm excited for it. We'll see what comes of that series. I've got some basic Hot Wheels to show. I just picked out a couple of them. We got the Dodge Little Red Express truck. This is from Diecast. These are probably all going to be from D. Oh, jeez. The Alfa Romeo GTV in like a gray. That's pretty cool. 92 Honda Civic EG. 57 Jeep FC. And I dropped the Mazda RX-7. And I'm not bending over to get it. So we'll show that in the next segment. I also have a vintage Hot Wheels. Toyota MR2 Rally with Hot Ones wheels. So we're going to open up that to add to my Toyota MR2 collection. I was missing this one, so now I got it. Pretty sweet. All right, and then I picked up a Batmobile. So they came out with the semi-premium series this year, whatever, from Hot Wheels, and they released a Batman-themed set. I did not pick up them all. I could have picked up them all, but I did not. But I did pick up the TV series Batmobile, and it's got a metal base. It's purple, but it has a metal body and a metal base, so pretty cool. It's a really heavy, substantial piece of diecast, so that's pretty cool there. All right, and then what else do we got? We've got Tomica Premium. These are Tomica Premium Red Box. So these are like first color limited editions, I guess is what we'll call them. The Red Box Tomica Premiums are a little bit harder to get, usually a little bit more expensive than the standard ones. So, and it's usually just a color that's a more limited release. We've got the Ferrari F50 in yellow. The other release of this was in red. That was the more common one. And then we've got the Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary. And the other color for this one was red as well, I think. So there we go. So I got it in like a silver. I think it's silver. Might be white. It's silver. And a yellow. So we're going to open up both of those. Tomica Premium is kind of a cool little sub-brand Tomica thing. So that's pretty awesome too. All right. And then, of course, we got a package from Jay, as we do quite often, every week so far for the last, I don't even know how many weeks, but it's been a lot of them. And he sent me some really cool stuff this time around. I mean, he always sends some pretty cool stuff, but I'm really excited for one of the items, which is this Pop Race. So I've got this Pop Race Skyline Kaido Racer Bōsōzoku crazy thing here. So I'm excited to open this and see what this is going to look like out of the package. Pretty pumped on that. So we'll check that out. And then we've got a majorette. This must be a recent release. It's a Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadri. I should know how to. I know I've heard the word. I know how to pronounce it, but I can't do it. But we got this thing. That's cool. I didn't have this one, so that's pretty awesome. I'm sure he found it at Wally World, and then, or maybe Target. I don't know. And then the weirder stuff, he sent me an older Johnny Lightning playing Mantis. This is the 1975 Cobra 2 Racer. Pretty interesting casting from Johnny Lightning. Ford Mustang looking thing. So that is neat. Mustang Classics replicas licensed by Ford. This is one of only 20,000 pieces made. And then this Real Wheels Fighting Army vehicle. Interesting. This was $1.89, by the way. That's possibly kind of expensive for back in the day. The $1.89 and 1987. Yeah, that's like more than Hot Wheels. It's made by Yatming. That's what's on the base of this. Look at that. Look at all that stuff back there. Collect all 12 styles. We're not going to print on the rest of that card. Real Wheels. They're not real. I can tell you. They're plastic. They're not rubber, but it's an interesting piece nonetheless. I've got some weird brands. I've got actually quite a few Yatming. Not quite a few. I've got a few. And they're all pretty neat. So this is really cool that this will be joining that collection. All right, so we got about 20-ish, 21 maybe items to go ahead and flip the camera around and open up. Again, I've got some major cool stuff coming, like some really cool stuff coming. So this week should be all right. I got the local meet today, which is, I'm not filming it today that you're watching, obviously, the magic of, pre-recorded stuff. Yeah, I got the monthly meet, so I'll be picking up some cool stuff there too. It just never ends, It just never really ends. That's the beauty of 1/64 scale collecting. All right, let's go ahead and flip the camera around. Man, let's open this stuff up. All right, let's kick off this second half of the video by looking at this wild and crazy thing in this Pop Race Skyline C210 Kaido Racer Bōsōzoku style. All right, should be interesting. Create your own race world, now. Pop Race's motto. Don't know if it's actually licensed by Nissan. I'm going to say probably not. That would be my guess. I don't know. Pop Race is interesting. Some of the stuff seems to be licensed, and some of it seems to not be licensed. So I'm just, I guess I'm just done navigating the legal thing of diecasts. Yeah, I guess it's important for licensing to take place and stuff. I guess it's a intellectual property kind of thing, but I don't know. I don't know. I have a bunch of unlicensed castings now. And I'm guessing this is unlicensed as well. I don't see any licensing on it anyway. But let's check this thing out. Let's see what it's all about. The box is all orange and bright and pretty wild looking. And of course, the vehicle is absolutely insane. Bonkers insane. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that thing. Wow. Yeah, it is very cool. I mean, it's wild. It's crazy. Look at this thing rolls though. It rolls. It's got a metal base, metal body. These stacks, I can't tell if they're plastic or if they're metal. I think they're actually metal based on how sharp they are up here. That's wild. This thing has an opening trunk. Lots of detail. Look at that. And I think it might have an opening hood. You got to be kind of careful with this thing. Does it open this way, this way? Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a pop race quite this detailed. Now, pop races are fairly detailed, but I don't think I've ever seen quite this level of detail on a pop race. Look at that. These are like what the intercoil, the oil cooler, intercooler, whatever hoses. They're just kind of stuck to the bottom of the thing, but I think they're supposed to like kind of go up into that thing. Wow. Yeah, this thing is, I don't know. When I first saw like pictures of this and seen pictures of this casting, I wasn't really like honestly that excited about it. But now having one, this is super cool. What a wild piece. Right? I mean, I think it's neat. I really do. I really do think it's neat. So thank you, Jay, for sending me this one. That is absolutely fantastic. It's just crazy. There's details everywhere on this thing. It is so detailed. The mirrors are a hard plastic. And man, quality control seems right on this thing. I mean, what a crazy 1/64 scale. So we're going to set that right there. That is definitely like kind of a highlight of today for sure. I can tell already. All right, let's stick with the foreign stuff for a little bit. We've got this Ferrari. This is licensed. Tomica Premium. Oh, garbage everywhere. All right, and let's open this up. So Tomica Premium, not exactly 1/64 scale. You should be familiar with them if you watch my channel. They come in random scales that are all about the same size. So they usually put the scale on the pack. This is 1/62 scale. I've got it in red. I didn't grab it for this, but I do have it in red. Here it is in yellow. And it looks pretty good. So this one, a lot of times Tomica will have, or Tomica Premiums, will have some sort of opening feature or suspension. This one's got neither for whatever reason, but it is pretty detailed. And like I said, it's not really true 1/64 scale. They always have like kind of inserted headlights, but they are kind of like that where you see the hole, the peg holes. It's kind of more of a, you know, not quite a collectible, also a toy kind of thing. They always roll. They got plastic wheels, but the wheels look pretty good for being plastic. And proportionately, the cars usually look pretty good. They're just not exactly what you would call 1/64 scale, because they simply are not 1/64 scale. So, but that's kind of a cool piece. You got that yellow Ferrari right there. And then we've got this 25th anniversary Countach. So I'll try to rip this packaging open. What is that? Why is there a sticker over this? That's weird. What was that about? Lamborghini licensing. I should mention that I got these two pieces from AliExpress. So who knows? I've been going down the AliExpress rabbit hole with Diecast, and that's why I've got a bunch of weird, random Chinese brands that are going to be coming in future episodes, but they're fun to look at for me. So who knows if this is even legit? Maybe it's some weird bootleg Tomica. I wouldn't put it past it, but I don't know. It seems to be legit. So this one does not have suspension either, but it does have an opening feature, which is the opening rear hatch. Tomica. So these have plastic bases, I should mention as well. Made in Vietnam, 1/61 scale. Inserted details for headlights, little Lambo logo up front there, pretty detailed in the rear as well. And overall, these things are neat. I like collecting these ones. I don't know, I'm a little miffed that this one doesn't have suspension though, and I thought this tooling did. So what I'm going to do, we're going to walk over here, and I have it in close to me. I can grab it. And come on. There's a red one. There's the red one. And no, it does not have suspension. So, never mind. Crisis averted. I thought maybe these were like a weird bootleg Tomica. That would be so weird, but I guess it's possible. But check it out. So there's the red one. Here's the silver one. There. All right. So kind of neat. Let's kind of set that up there. How about that? All right, so that's those. So yeah, I got them from AliExpress. I've been getting some weird stuff from AliExpress, and like I said, I got a lot of weird stuff that's that'll be in future episodes, not so far away future. Likely next week we'll look at some of that stuff. All right, let's go Mini GT. So we got the Mini GT. Oddly, okay, so these are packaged like Miho exclusives, but they don't, this one doesn't say Mio exclusive on it. And neither does this one. So that's a little weird. Normally, the ones that are packaged like this will say that they are Mio exclusives. Now, I did not get these from AliExpress, before you say that. I got these from my pals, SC Diecast, who likely got them from Mio. They have a Mio account. That's typically where they get all their Mini GT, or at least the majority of it, from what I understand. So, I don't know. But this is the Huracan GT3 Evo number 87 Bamboo Airways Lamborghini GT3 J-Lock 2022 Super GT Series. And here it is, looking rather nice in this racing livery. We might as well open up the other one right away, because these look very, very close to each other in style. And of course they are the same car, so let me cut that one open. So we can check that one out as well. There's the box. This one is the number 88 car, so 87 and 88. This is the Weibo Primez. I have no idea. No clue. I am racing illiterate, which is kind of silly considering the fact I love race cars. At least I love the way they look and all that other stuff. I just am not. That would be like another hobby, like going down the rabbit hole of that. Maybe it'd be worth it. I don't know. But man, these things look good. It's mini GT. This stuff always looks good, right? Pretty much always just looks fantastic. And this is no slouch. Wow. I don't know. Which one do you like better? Do you like the one with the more red flavor or the one with the more green flavor? Together they look a little bit Christmas flavored. Little candy cane action going on here. I think they both look really good. So, zero complaints from me. All right. Moving on there. I just lost the background light. I don't know what that's about. Hang on. Not sure what happened there, but we're back. Anyway, I don't know which one I like better. I like, I don't know. They're both pretty much the same, aren't they? All right, let's go ahead and move on. We've got these guys. We'll set over here. Maybe we'll just do this. Check that out. Looking good, looking good. All right, what do we got next? Let's do Auto World. We're going to start with the older Mio exclusive, or one of them's a Mio exclusive. The other one's a Diecast Z exclusive. This first one's limited to one of 3,600 pieces. I'm just cutting it open here off camera. So 3,600 pieces. And we get that guy. Kind of a racing livery. Comes complete with a hair. That does not belong to me. And we got a wonky wheel in the back. That's all right. That actually happens a lot with this casting when it uses these wheels for some reason. You get the box with the Mio exclusives. And as you can tell, this is like we're having a box episode here. So I like that. I like the box. I like a box. Opening hood. Check her out. Looking good. And looking pretty good. That wheel is just not on straight. And I've fixed these in the past. It's kind of annoying to have to do, but that's already a little bit better, just squeezing it on like that. But it happens a lot with this particular casting and this particular wheel combination. The other wheel that they use for this casting, and we'll get to it because we got another one of these to look at, the Mecum auctions. I bet you those are a little bit, they're not like wonky like that. But actually, I can like this one quite a bit. I didn't think I was going to like it too much. That's why I really didn't get it right away. And but it does look pretty nice. I mean, they put out one that was similar in white with a similar kind of livery thing going on. And now they got this one in this one in red. I don't know. They both look decent. We'll just set that up there. All right. Next is 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. This does have the same type of wheels, so we'll see if it's got the same issue. Limited to $24.96, and this is a Diecast Z exclusive. And man, it looks a ton like the Super Mini Wheels exclusive, which shoot, do I have that handy? Do I need to get that? I think I do. Let's open up this one first, and then I'm going to find that real quick and grab it. And by the way, the Challenger, I can see it from here. The other Miho one that's white is in a Yokohama livery. That's what I was thinking of. But the Super Mini Wheels, I swear it's a Super Mini Wheels. I think it is. You could maybe mix these two up online if you're searching. So let's grab the Diecast Z version first. There that is. So stare at that for a second. And while you're looking at that, I'm trying to look around my room because I know I've got the other one somewhere around here. All right, I see it. Hold tight. All right, so maybe not quite as close as I was thinking they were. But come on, they're not that far off. They're they both have golf. They both have a checkered flag. going on. They both have a roundel with a number in it. They both have the like Hellcat demon thingy majiggy, whatever that is, the demon logo, Hellcat logo. They both got orange rims with Goodyear tires. This one has yellow printing on the tires. This one has white. Super mini wheels, Diecast Z. Oh, they have different colored spoilage. I don't know. That looks fairly similar, I would say. They're different, but they're very alike at the same time. Which one is which? This one is Diecast Z. This one is Super Mini Wheels. Okay. Yeah, well, there's that. There's that compare. I'm actually glad that we grabbed that and took a look at it. You know, everybody's a little bit sick. Well, I can't say everybody's sick of golf, but I think a lot of people are a little sick of golf. And it is what it is, but geez, those are two very, very similar exclusives. Not sure what's going on there. I lost my background light again. I think, you know what? I think it's overheating because of its position. All right, well, we're just going to leave it off. We don't need it. We don't need it. All right, moving on. We've got this guy here. This is your Mecum auctions, limited to 2,496. It's got sale detail. Look at that. This 2023 with only 1,008 original miles. What was okay? So it was auctioned in 2023. Only one of 97 demons painted in this dramatic indigo blue. Does it say how much it's sold for? That was always a fun one, just to know how much. Oh, well, no, it gives me a lot number, but it doesn't tell me how much it actually sold for. There's more like facts and stuff back here. I don't like that. I wish it would tell if it's sold. I want to know how much it's sold for. Anyway, I'm using a blade to open this up because I like to get the information off of the package, and if I rip right over that, I won't be able to like take a picture of it, copy and paste it from a picture. That's why I do that. Not like you needed to know, but that's why I do that. But here is this guy. So the wheels definitely on straight because they're that different wheel type. Excuse me. And yeah, it's dramatic indigo blue or whatever it is. It's got the guard on the bottom thing. I forget what that's called, splitter or whatever it is. Taking the water because it is dry down here. Yeah, that's a Challenger. Kind of boring. Excuse me. If I'm honest. It looks all right. I mean, it looks good. It doesn't look bad by any means, but not too terribly exciting. Then we got this guy here. 1971 Ford Mustang Boss 351. And again, there is nothing on here that indicates, as far as I can see, how much it's sold for. And I knew this one was going to be wonky as soon when I got it, because this is limited to 2,496 pieces, and the wheels or base is just not on straight on this car. So that is a bit of a disappointment. I may have to get one to replace this one. I almost didn't even open up this car because I knew it was going to be messed up in one way, shape, or form. So you can see the back wheels don't roll really, and the front are like way uneven and look very weird. So I do not know what that is about. This is kind of like an orangish red. See if we can pop that open. There you go. And I don't know what's up with this base. Like if it's on wrong or if it's just the wheels that are on the axles a little weird. Not sure what's going on with that. But I might have to play around with that and see if I can fix it. But yeah, it's a little wonky. But anyway, the one that I was like excited about was this one. So this is the 1971 Dodge Challenger RT. Oh, this one says what it sold for. Did the other one say it? I missed it? Wow, this one says what it sold for too. $175,000. 175 grand. What about this one? This one does not say. So that the Demon doesn't say, at least as far as I can tell. But the other two do. This one sold for $704,000. Holy crap! Only 36 are known to exist. It is one of 70 Hemi Challengers produced in 1971. And this was still in its unrestored condition. Wow. So, that's exciting. Ooh, jeez. It's a beautiful color. God, that looks fantastic. Yeah, so this one I was really excited for. It's got like this gold top and like this metallic brown paint job, which looks almost like bronze or, you know, a little bit green in some light, but it looks really cool. This might be like my favorite version of this casting to ever come out. It's so cool. So super cool. So definitely digging this one. We got a little bit of a slight printing misalignment on the tire. Well, maybe not. Maybe it is supposed to be that close. No, actually, I think they're both a little bit misaligned. Maybe not. I don't know. But man, Mecum. This is a really cool version of this car. And so cool, the color. It's just the color really does it for me. That is a beautiful color. Really good looking car. I think I'll have to get maybe a duplicate or two of this one. Just a hoard. I think so. That's worthy of going right up there. That's very, very nice. All right. Moving on. Let's go on to... We only got a couple of non-Hot Wheels yet. So we can do this Majorette. We got another one with a box. This is an Alfa Romeo Giulia. Quadri with that there's words, language, not English. I know how to say this, and I just can't. So that's bothering me. But there you go. Another box for the collection. I'll just set it right there for now. And then here's your Giulia. Really nice, actually. It's got, it's matte white, but it's like done really well. Matte white's tough to get to look really good. It's matte white, but it looks smooth. It's good. And it's got rubber tires, and it's got suspension, and it's got opening doors. So if you're into the opening doors thing on 1/64 scale diecast, I'm a leave it rather than take it kind of guy in most cases with that. But Majorette does some pretty decent job of opening parts, so I don't mind. They also typically do that headlight pieces that are part of the window, and they do that well as well. And, you know, these are full graphics, and they look good. I'm digging the Majorettes at Walmart. I say it every time we show one, and it just has not changed. This does look pretty good. It looks pretty awesome. It's definitely not truly 1/64 scale. It's 1/60th scale on this. Majorette's another one of those brands that kind of like the Tomica Premium. They just kind of make them all the same size, and that determines what scale they're going to be. So I guess there's two ways of thinking when creating cars like that. Make them all kind of the same size, so you have some brand identity maybe, I don't know. Or you do true 1/64 scale. I definitely prefer the true 1/64 scale. That way you can mix brands together and, you know, displays or photos, and it doesn't look a little weird. But to each his own. All right. We'll do this Johnny Lightning. We got a Johnny Lightning 1975 Cobra 2 Racer Mustang Classics Playing Mantis, one of only 20,000 pieces. This was put out... you just look for a date. 1997 is the copyright date. That does not mean it came out in 1997, but we can get an idea. It came out. It definitely didn't come out before 1997. I can tell you that for free. Probably the year after, a lot of times, is what it ends up being. Who knows? You get a Pog, and then you get the Mustang itself. Not bad. Very interesting kind of car. It actually looks pretty awesome. I really like this, actually. I think it's kind of neat. I think this is a casting I've seen a couple times in like antique malls and whatnot, and I just never grabbed it. So it's kind of cool to actually get one. And I think the reason why I never grabbed one is because always whoever was selling the thing was too proud of it. It was way too expensive or something. Like, it was like, I'm not paying that for this, but you know, maybe they wanted $10 or something weird like that. I just was like, I'm not buying that. I'm patient. I'll get it cheap. And in this case, I got it, well, free from my buddy Jay. So it's really cool, though. I think it's a really neat. I think it's a really neat casting. I think it's kind of cool. They didn't ever reuse this casting as round 2, did they? You guys will have to let me know in the comments if they did. I don't recall it. That's actually pretty nifty, though. I think it looks pretty cool. All right. Sticking with weird stuff, we got Real Wheels, die-cast metal, 12 styles, freewheeling scale model, Fighting Army. This is the Real Wheels Fighting Army. I don't know if it's 12 styles of Army cars that they had, or 12 styles, you know, entirely. So collect all 12 styles of this. Copyright date 1987. Jaru is the importer. Made in China. And whatever store it was at, it was $1.89. Don't know what that would be. It seems a little expensive. Maybe it was sold in an airport. I don't know. And here it is. And it is a lot of plastic. So the tank is plastic. The base is plastic. The cab of the truck is metal. So it's metal from here all the way under here to there. Or not even to the bumper. The bumper's actually part of this plastic bit up here. It does roll. What an interesting little piece. So yeah, I dig it. It's a Yatming is what it really is. That's the casting. It's a Yatming made in China. It's cool to get like mint condition, weird old brands. I love it. So I love getting stuff like this. It's fun. It's fun to look at, little piece of die-cast history. And it's nice, too, when it's not in played with condition. It's just, like, brand new. New old stock, we'll call it. It's neat. And this thing is just neat. It's neat. Definitely not 1/64 scale. This thing's got to be, like, 1/80 scale. Something like that. Not quite HO. Well, we'll stick with some old stuff for one moment here. Toyota MR2 Rally. This one in silver Hot Ones wheels. Got to open up that sucker. Did not have this in my Toyota M2 collection. This thing looks like it got a little bit smashed in the package at one time. That's why it's a lowrider on the one side. And on the other side it's not. I think I can fix that. I need one of those Redline axle tools to straighten out the axles. Because they just got bent. That's all it is. So I think that's something that is fixable. Or just leave it like that with a little bit of camber on the one side. I don't know. But here's your Toyota MR2. I like this casting from Hot Wheels. I've always liked it since I was a little kid. And digging having this now, and I just collect it. This casting has come out in so many weird little variations and whatnot, but some of the liveries do look cool, like this Toyota, the Toyota color livery, TRD kind of looking thing. So it's neat. I dig it. All right. We have, well, not quite mainline. I've got this Batmobile, like I said, semi-premium line. This has got those kind of new wheels that came out this year, and it's a good-looking Batmobile. I'm not much of a Batman collector, but look at, we got full deck out, and the graphics are sharp as a tack. That's why I like this line better than car culture and pop culture. You actually have sharp graphics. Maybe they can't do as much. Maybe they can't use as many colors. Do not care. It looks a lot better. And we do have the metal base and plastic wheels. And the plastic wheels do not bother me one bit because these wheels look pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty sick looking Batmobile. I just had to get it. I had to get it. So there's that. All right, mainline Hot Wheels. We're going to do the mainline Hot Wheels thing to end the video. I believe these are all Diecast. You got this weird 57 Jeep FC. Cool colors. Big Jeep. Pretty wild thing. Looks pretty neat though. We got the, I don't know if that's not a new casting, I guess. I don't think I've ever bought it before. If it's come out in the past. And then this, well, what's the date on the bottom? 2023. So is this not new for this year, or what's the deal? Or did it come out in another color already? Somebody let me know. Then we got the Alfa Romeo. This was a new casting for 2023. And now we're getting it into 2024 D-case in a pretty decent looking color. You know, it reminds me of that Hyundai concept car, the color of that car. This looks like a Hyundai color. This gray, to me. It's totally a Hyundai. Like, looks like a Hyundai color. So, what do you guys think of that? It does. It does, right? It does. Like this casting. This casting's pretty awesome. Honda Civic EG. For you Honda boys. I'm sure you're hoarding that one. I was like, ooh, a Honda. It's almost got me to the point where, like, I'm excited. Wow, I seen a Honda Civic on the pegs. Because Hondas get hoarded. So, you guys are ravenous. That's cool. You're passionate. Very neat. It's a good-looking car. I mean, that's a good-looking version of it, I should say. And then we've got the Mazda RX-7 in like a Japanese police sort of thing going on with the retro slot wheels. Which, if you're not familiar with it, these retro slot wheels debuted in Cool Classics. Which is cars that were out when I really started going hard at collecting. So, I like those wheels. I like this casting too. This is another casting that I kind of collect. Any version I don't have, I try to get. And I gotta have pretty much all of them. Or close to it anyway. I haven't really made a list or paid much attention, but I gotta be close. Alright, last but not least, or maybe least for somebody, I don't know. We got the Little Red Express truck. And it looks really good in its actual, like, meant to be sort of color, which is red. Will you be my Valentine? It's the Valentine's 2024 Little Red Express. How cute. And there it is. That looks pretty good. Not bad. The good version of that truck. Good color for it, obviously. It's red. So, but of course, they put this truck out in several other colors that were not red. So, gotta say it. But yeah, looks really good. All right. So, that's going to be pretty much it for this episode. We got about 20-ish, 21 items here. I'm going to say my favorite of the bunch. I mean, it's hard to deny. that I'm just going to get this stuff kind of out of the way of it. It's hard to deny that this thing, oh jeez, that this thing is not like, I mean, really freaking cool, right? It's not, I guess it's not everyone's cup of tea, and in a way, it's not really mine either. But I will respect it because I think it is kind of an ambitious effort adding these. These are metal, by the way. I mean, yeah, they could have used just paper clips, but whatever. It looks good. I mean, in the manufacture of this and have any sort of like solid quality control on it, I think was probably a bit of a challenge. You know, considering the fact, and I'm not ragging on my boys Auto World, but I mean, you know, it's kind of disappointing. A little bit. Just a little bit. But to have this come out and actually be straight up really good, it's pretty good. And you got to have good quality control. If you're selling blind boxes where you can't see the car in there and nobody can screen anything that they're buying until they unwrap it and open it up, you better have good quality control. And I would consider this good quality control. I mean, it's good. I mean, the stacks might be slightly uneven. No, they're not. It's pretty much perfect. All right, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. Another lengthy one. Again, I got some great stuff for you coming up, so stay tuned. Thank you. Have a good day.